Yo, what's up, people? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the reasons why I believe Liverpool are deserving Premier League champions. They're not champions yet. They await Tottenham Hotspur on Sunday at Anfield. And if the results are to be positive for Liverpool, be it a draw or a win, then Liverpool will be champions. But if not, then they'll have to wait for the following week to win or draw against their next opponent. And I was propelled into making this video because of the noise, the narratives and agendas that are being pushed by Arsenal fans on social media, trying to discredit Liverpool, for having had a very wonderful season, a very successful season. They believe that they don't deserve it because Arsenal have had many injuries this season. Most of their most important players, of course, spent 3 months out, 2 months out, and all these months out. And Manchester City, of course, have not been performing up to standard. And these two are supposed to be competing against Liverpool, right? But because of the problems they've gone through this season, they were not able to compete with Liverpool, and Liverpool just, played, I'll say, alone. You know what I mean? But I understand that, chat, right? I understand that, chat. But I'm trying to look at it from a perspective of Liverpool, right? We all know that to win the league, you need to beat the small teams. Well, I'm going to say that because from the top 6 going down, most of those teams aren't really at the magnitude of either Liverpool or any of those top 6 clubs, going up. So Liverpool were able to accumulate those points. And these are the teams which Liverpool have failed to do so, when competing with Manchester City for the past 7 years, even under Klopp, right? So Liverpool have managed to do that this season. Liverpool have managed to win and draw away when playing against the top 6 side. And according to my knowledge, right, that is enough to win you the league. And that's exactly what Liverpool has done. Liverpool have done what they had to do. It was up to the other teams to compete with them, and they did not. So those teams, they have their own problems. That does not have anything to do with Liverpool. That does not have anything to do with Liverpool. They should just say congratulations to Liverpool and just keep moving and hope that next season Mikel Arteta will do better, because this season his training methods were just unbearable and rigorous and hard and severe for his players, hence why they got injured. Just like with Liverpool, under Klopp, we had too many injuries, especially when it got to this point of the season. We had too many injuries, but of course we all know that Klopp's training methods were very difficult. Seeing players puke or seeing players vomit in the field was something that wasn't really, rare to see under Klopp because of how rigorous his methods were. And it looks like, of course, with Arteta, it seems to be the case. Although they're not puking or anything, but when players are having it difficult, during training, if their methods are very difficult, then it'll always show in the field of play when they're playing competitive games. They'll always get injured. That is something which I believe that Arsenal fans need to take whatever malice, whatever jealousy they have towards us. They have to direct whatever frustrations they have to Mikel Arteta. That's who they need to talk to and leave us alone to celebrate our hard-earned Premier League champion trophy. That's how it should be. You know what I mean? That is how it should be. Liverpool also were not poised to being where they are. We saw also when it came to the votes, a lot of pundits never voted for Liverpool to be champions. They saw them as third position or fourth. It was always Manchester City and Arsenal. That's who were competing. And unfortunately, things did not go that way. Liverpool are now sitting at the forefront, 13 points ahead, or is it 14, 15 now? I think it's 13 points ahead of Arsenal, of 12 since Arsenal drew their last game. 12 points ahead of Arsenal. So that alone now makes Arsenal fans very angry at that fact that, we've been fighting with Manchester City for the past 2 seasons. We have been second to them. And when they're not performing and we are expected to take over, unfortunately, we also have injuries. And a team that's been third takes over. You know what I mean? It's very difficult. It's like you as a person expecting to be a successor to someone, and when that time comes, they choose someone completely different from you. You can imagine the embarrassment. So that's probably what they're going through. So they're trying to fend off the shame that is coming their way, and they're trying to discredit Liverpool as being champions. But apart from that, it's been one hell of a season, an amazing season, I might add. You know, Liverpool have done extremely well. You know, they spent at least more games, you know, not losing. They recently lost against Fulham, but before that they had like an unbeaten streak. This is champion material. You know, that's champion material. That's what champions do. They fight. They make sure they win every game. You know what I mean? And Liverpool are just deserving champions. Let us not hate. Let us not be jealous of them. Just congratulate them and focus on the Champions League, Arsenal fans. Maybe you can get something there. That's how it should be, you know. And as for Manchester City, obviously they're quiet because they've been winning the league for so long now, you know. So maybe they don't have much to say on that. They're just waiting on next season to bring in the right type of players and also go again. We'll just see how it goes. So shout out to Slot, man. You know, for a guy taking over a club that has been managed by one of the greatest managers in football history. It's one of the of course. I believe that Klopp also deserves a shout in such seats. You know, even though obviously his trophy cabinet is not as colorful as that of Fergie or Pep or Mourinho, but he is also that good and he deserves a seat there. You know, even though you know he was taking over, he was succeeding someone of that stature. He came in, you know, he did not change much, be it the way the team plays. You know, he just altered just a few things, a few touches here and there. And look at him today. Tomorrow he's going to become the first manager from Netherlands to win the Premier League, which is something very good, you know, something very good. And also, I feel like it helps him in going into next season. He will not have too much pressure. I know with Liverpool, of course, we are used to winning, right? I know that we're used to winning. And any manager that takes a seat there, you always have this pressure of delivering, right? But having won in your first season, next season, they're not going to be too hard on him. And also what I like about next season also is that we're going to let go of players and he's going to bring in his own. Because I don't know, but it looks like this season people have just been against Liverpool, right? At first they said Liverpool are not going to do well. Now that Liverpool have done well, they're saying that we're not going to judge Slot on Klopp's players. Let him rebuild his own. Then we'll judge him then. You know, so they don't want to give credit where it's due. They're just spreading hate. But it's okay, as long as we have the champions, as long as we have the Premier League, you know, to wipe our tears with, we're good enough. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like and subscribe and also give your own reasons as to why you believe that Liverpool are deserving champions. Bye, guys.